When you have something that you believe in and people want it, sometimes you can't be afraid to get up and walk away from the table. When you're ready to do People's Champion versus People's Champion, which is the obvious money, let me know. We'll talk. And I should have just walked out. But I never thought about walking away from the table. After that moment, you can bet your ass I did. And I'm just going to shut up and see where he's going to take this. And he said, and he was totally transparent. He said, there's a lot of people who, I got a lot of heat with a lot of people who think I tried to kill your career. And don't they understand? Like, I wasn't booking that. That was not me. And I just reached over, grabbed his hand. I said, bro, we're good. Because I knew that what me and him, if it would have been a different time, me and him would have tore it down. But that's not how Vince was booking it. And it taught me the greatest lesson. And that's what I told Take. I said, in life, people don't realize sometimes you have to fail to be like unbelievable somewhere else. Like one of the things that I read from a guy on, hold on a second, Steve. Remember I was telling you about DDP Yoga. DDP Yoga, every Friday I do something I call Fabulous Friday. And I go and I read what people are writing about. And we have besides Transformation University on Facebook, we also have DDP Yoga, all one word. And on the one word, DDP Yoga, all one word, on that, it started with 5 people, now there's 78,000. And it's people helping people. And, they come there looking for hope, so many people. And I'm going to show you the point I was talking about. This guy named Brandon Hollis writes, 1 year ago, after 2 years of having DDP Yoga, but never using it, I decided the rubber has to meet the road. Otherwise, the car won't reach its intended destination. The hardest workout is, and always will be, pressing play. Once you accept it's going to be difficult, it's amazing how easy it becomes. I herniated 3 discs and had multiple back surgeries. It's the reason I found Diamond Dallas Page and DDP Yoga. That means he's not a wrestling fan, right? I read comments here where a lot of people doubt themselves or worry about useless things, making excuses like I did 2 years prior. Some advice may help. If you're going to start Monday, you need to prepare. Preparation is essential, but after a certain point, the only thing left to do is act. Any other preparation is at best a waste of time. At worst, a comfortable lie we are indulging in to protect ourselves from the possibility of failure. For those of you who say, I don't know what to do though, I'm not good at this. This is key. embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you're not looking, if you aren't willing to look like a foolish beginner, you will never become a graceful master. I hope this helps others. I know I get inspired here all the time. Thank you to DDPY, DDP, and Paige for saving this father of two beautiful little girls' life and extending it a few years. So you have to fail to be successful. And I don't care what it is. No one, except for a prodigy here and there, was great the first time they did something. So what it taught me, I mean, I was on such a roll. I hadn't seen a failure or made a mistake in years. And when I'm talking about mistake, I mean big mistake, business-wise. What it taught me, I knew at the time how much they wanted me to be that guy. But whoever it wasn't matter. It wasn't Diamond Dallas Page, oh, we hate this guy, let's bury him. It wasn't that. It was, this guy's the face of WCW. Goldberg's the face. Sting's the face. Like, those are the three guys right there. But Sting still went NWO. Goldberg at some point, I can't remember what the hell he did, but he got involved with something different too. But I never flipped over. So it was really big for them to get me to do it so they could beat it down and like it's a fluke. And that's what Taker was saying. He didn't book that. And I got that, bro. And I appreciate you saying that. But this is what I learned from it. When you have something that you believe in and people want it, sometimes you can't be afraid to get up and walk away from the table. Because learning that lesson, what I should have said, this is a great angle, but not for Diamond Dallas Page, not that character. I said, I want to thank you guys. And I wish I shook Shane and Vince's hand and said, I appreciate the opportunity, but this is not for DDP. When you're ready to do People's Champion versus People's Champion, which is the obvious money, let me know. We'll talk. And I should have just walked out. But I was I was 45, almost 46. My back was, not great, but not bad. I didn't know how much longer I really had. So that's why I was there. But I never thought about walking away from the table. After that moment, you can bet your ass I did. In every business deal I've ever done. And I don't have to be on the internet talking to you about DDP Yoga or anything. I'm good. I'm so comfortable that any money I make now, I'll never spend. I'll never spend it. Because I'm not that guy who's going here and going there and buying this and buying that. I build shit, stuff that lasts. We built Paige's Retreat. We're about to open it up, to the world, and it'll be rentals during the summertime. And in the spring and fall, we'll do retreats there. And people will get, they'll get the opportunity to come in to basically one of my homes and really spend quality time. And I can't tell you along the road, Sebastian, how many times that people wanted to be involved with DDP Yoga that it just didn't feel right. And I got up and walked away from the table. If if I don't do that, I should say, if I did it then, my wrestling career might have been completely different ending, but I don't know if I would have followed the path that I was supposed to take. And literally, like I've been interviewed so many times, and people inevitably ask me, like, why do you do it still? And the reason, the real reason, I'm selfish. Because nothing, when Lex got out of the chair without using his hands, it just, I couldn't have been any prouder of him, but of what we just did. When he started, he was going to walk to his destination, he was going to walk 15 feet with his hand on my shoulder, but right before the Hall of Fame, when he got to Vegas, the driver came around, got his chair out, put it there, but he didn't hold on to it. And Lex went to sit on his chair, and it slid out, and he hit the ground hard. So he couldn't take those steps. He was heartbroken over it for me. And I'm like, dude, we're shooting a damn documentary. Another adversity. Then we both got AFib, which is when your heart starts to change its beat. So you got to get like electrocuted. And we both got that almost the same time. So he's like, I'm good to go now, but his was later than mine. So I'm still waiting for him he's already got his heart great again, but you got to be on blood thinners and you got to just take your time. So eventually we'll start working again. And as soon as he gets off those blood thinners, but Jake Roberts, knowing that he's a guy who's outliving so many guys, Buff. I couldn't handle more than 15 minutes with Marcus Buff Bagwell, but Marcus, my daughter had a little get together for her birthday, and we spent 2 hours talking, and like, wow, it's really, when you get sober, when you're an asshole who gets high and you become more of an asshole, well, I got no time to be around you. That now, Marcus, he's really made a change. It's awesome. Anybody who's listening to this or watching it, remember, it's not just professional wrestling. It's everything. If you believe in yourself and you really you have a vision, see it through. Don't let somebody sway you. And that takes real belief at times. And Dusty Rhodes taught me so much of it. And, I'll be doing this till the day I die. Till the day that, I'm heading to the next whatever universe or energy system or whatever the hell it is. I'm a big God person, so, I know I got a good spot no matter what.
Yeah, you absolutely have that. That's for sure. That's strong words. Very yeah. It's amazing. It's hard to find words to that. So I also don't want to change too hard the topics because it's stunning. It's absolutely touching to hear that, and it's great what kind of person and human being you are. I absolutely have to say that. It's heart touching. It's incredible, sir. Absolutely awesome what you do. but I have to switch to your opinion about modern wrestling when you are fine with that. And,
yeah, sure.
Who is the current star in every kind of promotion that reminds you the most of the old spirit of wrestling? Today it's a bit different than back in the days, but thinking about the boys today, are there some that you would like to say?
Well, let's say guys who would be incredibly over.
Yeah.
Who would have found their spot? Drew McIntyre, who's got it again. You know, there's a guy with a crazy work ethic, and you know, fucking, it's hard to see through his shit. You know, you can't find any spots where, you know, like Diamond Dallas Page did not want to rip your head off, but if you didn't go before I got there, I was gonna. You know, so just be good. I would say be gone.
Yeah.
You know, because I know I'm going to be gone before you get there, you know. So Drew, they let him go, and I don't understand why. I still don't understand why, but carrying Cross, you know, friggin' Killer Cross. I mean, that guy, he's got it all.
Yeah.
The look, the rap, the promo, God, the shit he did at the end, I just couldn't believe they let him leave. You know, everybody thought it was a work, you know, but he had told me that they offered him more money, but it was kind of like a mid-card money, and like, fuck that. He believed in himself. He's making more money than he's ever made right now. Now, I don't know how long that lasts, but I'll tell you what, that kid, and on top of that, he's a bad motherfucker. Like, if he decides, you know, no, you're not winning, you're not winning. Yeah. You know, I believe he's a brown or a black, I think he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Man, he's such a cool dude. You know, I feel the same way about Drew McIntyre. You know, I mean, same way. And then you got guys like, you know, Roman Reigns, you don't have to say anymore. Cody Rhodes, I mean, these guys, they made their mark. I was so bummed to see Seth, you know, his knee, whatever he did, tore his ACL. Because to me, he's the best. As far as not, when I say the best, the same way I consider Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. Yeah. They weren't the biggest, they weren't the strongest, but the charismatic individual of who Shawn was playing, or Rick, or, you know, Seth. I mean, guys, to me, he's like, before he checked out, he could lose every fucking big pay-per-view and still be as over or more over. You know what I mean? Like he's a perfect example of someone that, you know, whoa, like he can't do anything wrong, you know, and of course, LA Knight, you know, LA Knight, I love him. Now, guys who I love to watch in the ring too, and I said this years ago, Dominic fucking Mysterio. I was there when he won that United States title, or it was Intercontinental, I think it was, and the place went crazy. Like, the longer he can stay heel, the longer he can, because he's going to have a hell of a run. You know what I mean? A hero is defined by the size of his opponent. And he's a skinny guy who's, you know, in good shape. You know, he's not even in great shape, but what a great character, and what a good kid. You know, when you see him and his father together, I mean, they love each other so much but he can go out there and play that role. I saw where he said one time that what we're doing is way better than what they did with the Monday Night Wars. And I just laughed my ass off because as a kid, him watching when he got to watch of that, you know, it's preposterous because the Monday Night Wars were icon shit. And what they're doing today is icon worthy, but so much better than. I laughed so hard. I said, that fucker's trying to get heat even in print. You know, like that is so, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And if he really feels it, it's brilliant. You know, let's go there. Let's all the, we missed the, old school wrestling. I appreciate the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. I appreciate what they're doing now, man. There's a different kind of wrestling today. In the way, there are, I would say what would be an old school, new school match would have been the Rhodes brothers in AEW. I mean, that was as reality based driven in the ring, and the movements and the psychology, but it was old school, but it was still new school, coming together. And then there's the matches where, oh my God, I saw Ospreay. I saw him and a Japanese guy. I don't know his name. It was only the highlights reels. And I want to say it was like 7 minutes. And it was the biggest bumps and finishes into other finishes. These guys, their athletic ability, if they wanted to be like, if they became gymnasts, we'll just use that because that's a really hard sport, being a gymnast. You got to be a super athlete. Guys like Will, who I think is an incredible athlete, could be a world-class gold medalist at the Olympics.
I know what you mean,
In other words, let me just say, I love them both. I'm completely entertained by both styles and appreciate it. I tell you the truth, I love LA Knight too. I wish he'd get his opportunity. I was glad to see Sami Zayn too. Another guy that I love.
Awesome. Okay, I have to add one thing that's very important for me. I met David Arquette at the Dortmund Comic Con, and he signed this Slamboree video cassette for me. And the amazing thing about that was they erased him not only from the front cover, also on the back there is the whole match card, but the World Heavyweight title match was never mentioned, and he signed it for me with David Arquette. They forgot the champ. Do you have a quick word on that time? David Arquette, was it good for you to go with him as champion? And
it was the day I said we're actors. Because when they gave me that idea, I was like, no, what are we really doing? And it was like, no, we're doing it. I go, stop fucking with me. We're not doing that. And they were like, this is what we're doing. If you don't want to do it, what am I going to do? They're the bookers. I'm not. And I told David, he went, no. And I go, yes. He goes, they can't do that. I go, that's what I said. Bottom line is, who's going to match? I think Miz is supposed to do something with, who did I just see him with? I can't remember right now, but it was
Freddie Prinze.
Oh no, the Bunny. No, it was Bunny. It was Bunny. Logan Paul. It was supposed to be Logan Paul, I heard, and Bunny at Mania. I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay.
But Logan Paul is one of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's sick. Yes.
bottom line is it's entertainment now, and everybody knows, and things you're not gonna like and things you will like.
Yeah.
All I know is Bunny friggin' just did the friggin' Super Bowl. So, and he's been on WWE countless times.
Yeah.
Like, all the big stars want to be a part of the WWE. Yeah. That's the bottom line. And that's how you got to think of yourself. Are you on that level? Well, can you come and can you dance? Because it's all going to come down to the people.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't
They
got
decide.
them to react, you won't be back. You got my boy Jelly Roll out there shucking and jiving. It's like it's entertainment at its finest peak. The biggest stars in the world right now are The Rock. He's still the biggest star in the world. John Cena. He's retired, but who knows if he comes back, whatever. But he's still he's everywhere, all over Hollywood. And Batista.
Yeah.
There's 3 mega icons that are all one of us.
Yes.
They're wrestlers
at
heart.
Yes, I met The Rock in Berlin at his Smashing Machine premiere. I talked to him, and I said also to him, he is the guy who raised the flag of wrestling into the world because he's so famous today. Thank you very much. We have to look on the time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for that interview, for those very, very strong words. Telling us a lot about DDP Yoga. We have everything linked down in the description. And thank you very much for that interview and
Sebastian,
for your time.
It's been your pleasure.
Thank you.
Everybody, I must tell you, if you have the opportunity to go see and be a part of what my man Alex Wright is doing, you owe it to yourself to go and do it. And I will send you Thomas's video. I'll make sure Marlon gets that. All right, bro?
Perfect. Yes. Thank you very much.
You've been wonderful. You've been marvelous, but see ya. Bang!
Yo, it's me. It's DDP.
Guten Tag. It's me. It's DDP, and I'm coming to Mannheim, Germany. That's right, for a meet and greet and a Q&A on August 15th, and then on August 16th, what you've all been waiting for. We're going to be putting on a DDP Yoga workshop. That's right, the same DDP Yoga that WWE superstars do. So come on out and meet me in Mannheim and feel the bang. Good God.